Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm here at the GAFE Summit sponsored by EdTech team, and I'm with a super awesome special guest from Texas. If you couldn't guess who it is, that's right. It's Shake Up for Learning's own Kasey Bell on the program. Thanks for watching, y'all, and I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you do, please like, share, or comment. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Hello and welcome to Coach's Corner. This is like episode number 7. We are at the Palo Alto GAFE Summit here on weekend 2, and I have another very exciting special guest.
Oh, me? Hi.
Yes, that's you, special guest.
Kasey Bell. Hi.
And tell us a little bit about yourself, Kasey.
I am a digital learning consultant and coach in the Dallas area. So I'm from Texas. Say hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all.
And a blogger at shakeuplearning.com and
That's shakeuplearning.com.
like to talk about Google.
So she's volunteered. She's been volunteered to participate in Coach's Corner. So thank you for that. And so just giving you a little background, I will be starting a new year next year as a district technology trainer as a coach. And so I'm kind of trying to just kind of do a little needs analysis before I start. I'll be working with a large district, and so I'm looking for your advice. Okay. So first question is very easy. Where do you start when training teachers and working with teachers? Where do you start? Where's your starting point?
I think it's really important to pre-assess. I'm a big proponent of that. Of course, Google Forms makes this really easy, but I usually try, even if I'm doing like a half day or a full day training, to start off with some sort of pre-assessment to give me an idea of where my users are, and so that I can either differentiate within the session or differentiate the sessions themselves and have beginners and intermediate and higher levels, and that way you can also identify who your leads can be in the district. So I was an instructional technologist at a school district for a few years and have been in that role, understand the pains. And pretty decent sized district, but it was really hard. I had 11 schools that I served, and trying to help them, and I also found that teachers didn't always want my help. So that was a struggle as well. But yeah, building those relationships, of course, is key. But in terms of figuring out where to start and what they need, I think that needs assessment, that pre-assessment is really key.
Thank you. So one of the things you mentioned is differentiation, right? What are your strategies for differentiating within your PD?
So I actually have a session on it this afternoon.
All right.
But I have more self-directed activities. So, I usually like to start off with things that I feel like are good for the whole group, but move into activities where they can sort of either do like a choose your own adventure type of thing, or I use the tic-tac-toes a lot. So like a menu of choices that's in a tic-tac-toe format, and so they can sort of build that, and I have a little bit of control over the design to make sure they're still meeting the goals that I have set, but it also gives them a little bit of hands-on experience. So same thing as when I use this in the classroom, it's sort of more student driven, so that the teachers sort of take more ownership and it's not so sit and get kind of thing.
Right.
But yeah, that to me helps a lot, because it's really hard. You never know. Like even today, I didn't know what I was walking into. I have no idea what level you're at. I'm assuming that I'm going to have a few new tricks to show you, but at the same time, I don't want to leave anybody behind, and I don't want anyone to be bored.
Right.
I feel like they know everything. So I try to build in pieces that will do that, just like we did in the classrooms.
Right. Thank you. So one of the things you also mentioned is running into barriers when you're kind of in your job. So what did you find when you're working with teachers? What's your biggest barrier, and how do you overcome it?
Mindset probably is one of the biggest barriers. Everybody likes to put the blame on the technology, and either I can't touch it because every time I touch it, it breaks. That kind of fear mentality, or just that our Wi-Fi never works, or there's always a problem and I always try to flip it on its head, because most of the time, no matter where you go, where they are in terms of their technology usage and what equipment they actually have access to is light years above what it was 2 or 3 years ago, and to sort of be thankful for what you have, and we're still all learning and moving forward together. But trying to win people over with those relationships to help break into that mindset is often times the best way to sort of reach in and connect with those people.
Great. No, I think, that's good, the building relationships. I think that's very helpful in kind of helping move people forward. All right, so this is the last question for you. Your words of wisdom, your last hurrah, your words of advice for somebody that's in my position that's new, or just anybody that's been doing it for a while. What do you think, with coaching or working with technology?
Failing forward.
Failing forward.
Absolutely. I mean, the whole idea of you have to take risks. And the same thing, like I don't always feel like after I've worked with teachers that I've always done everything the best to my ability. I try, but at the same time I'm constantly reassessing myself and trying to figure out how to improve it. I never do anything the same way twice. I never taught the same lesson twice in the classroom. And just that idea of continuous improvement and always trying to tweak things to meet the needs of your teachers. So, but to be okay with yourself when things don't always go as planned is also really hard to adjust to. So, but you gotta learn to let those things go and see the bigger picture. So.
Well, I always end these with a high five. Thank you.
All right. Awesome.
And thank you for our awesome audience members in the back who are so quiet.
Thank you. Yay.